Hello and welcome. I'm Peter, the host of this channel. And on this channel I share my experience as an independent explorer in the world of the occult. Also, I truly believe that you didn't find me by accident and that what I have to say will help you thrive on your spiritual journey. So, reptilians, draconians, lizard people, ruling class. So fascinating, so mysterious. What can I say? I have become interested in this topic too, as it is so bizarre and yet so interesting. Just who came up with this idea and why? Who wouldn't want to know the truth about these beings, whether they are real or not? Well, I certainly would, which is why I have searched for the information about them in the Akashic records. By definition, the Akashic records in occultism is a compendium of pictorial records or memories of all events, actions, thoughts, and feelings that have occurred since the beginning of time. They are said to be imprinted on Akasha, the astral light, which is described by spiritualists as a fluid ether existing beyond the range of human senses. The Akashic records are reputedly accessible to certain select individuals, for example, a spiritualist medium who conducts a seance. Akasha allegedly transmits the waves of human willpower, thought, feeling, and imagination, and is a reservoir of occult power, an ocean of unconsciousness to which all are linked, making prophecy and clairvoyance possible. That's the definition according to Britannica. Well, to me, it is a frequency, or rather a sequence of frequencies like cosmic music to tap into, which can show you memories stored in the fabric of space-time in the form of a channeling experience. So in this video I'm going to share my channeled information about these reptilians. This will not be my opinion or another kick to the conspiracy theories already out there, but simply what came to me about them and how I've connected the dots. The first and the funniest thing about them was that there actually were information about these beings in the memory of the universe, but it wasn't easy to channel. I think it is because they lived on this planet such a long time ago, and because there's a lot of fear energy clouding them from my view. But I could very well sense that they originated from this planet as a kind of proto-humans. So they were not from another star system as some believe. I could very well sense that they were the first ever breed of humans who walked on two legs on this planet, long before the history of apes and humans as we know them. Another interesting thing about them was that they didn't look like a primitive tribe consisting of hunter-gatherers, but rather very sophisticated-looking creatures. It's kind of hard to explain. Also, I didn't see any children among them. In fact, I don't even remember seeing any sex organs either. And I'm not even sure if they were carbon-based creatures, to tell the truth. But I could definitely tell that these folks shared a living space with dinosaurs, which would explain their reptilian appearance, as most creatures back then had scales. So imagine an ancient proto-human race without hair and skin, but with scales covering their bodies, like reptiles or fish. It is actually funny how legends across ancient cultures speak not only about lizard people or dragon people, but also about a tribe of people dressed up as fish who visited the human race in ancient times. I don't know, they could be related because for us, human 2.0s, a body covered in scales could belong to a fish man as well as to a reptile man. What matters is that to us, they are 100% alien-looking creatures. So what we've got is the first ever kind of humans on Earth living as one tribe in a very hostile world, looking like reptiles in a world dominated by reptiles. Good. But then I wanted to know what happened to them, and this is what I've got. Unlike us, Homo sapiens, these reptilians knew from the very beginning what their purpose was in this world. And it wasn't to survive, but to spiritually ascend in one lifetime. I could very well sense that they were on another level of spirituality from the beginning, as this was their only weapon or their only way out of the terrible circumstances that they lived in. And if I got it right, by the end of their spiritual journey, they have all become ascended masters. This means that they have become one with the infinite and thus eternalized themselves as the children of the cosmos who figured life out and did it right. Quite the origin story, if you ask me. Probably this is where they get their great powers and majesty from. I could also definitely feel an otherworldly wisdom about them. But what's more interesting is that I didn't feel anything malignant about them. They just simply could not be held accountable for anything they do, which makes human 2.0s vulnerable to them. After all, I could sense that they operate from a place where they can shift from a physical form to a multidimensional form at will. So is it possible that today they operate from a different planet from which they project themselves to this one? The way I understand it, it definitely could be the case. Is it possible for them to stand behind the powerful elite and bring mayhem to our world? Well, to my understanding, if they choose to hurt or abuse humans spiritually, mentally, or physically, that would be more of a punishment for us, from them, for our total lack of understanding of our duty and purpose in life. They look down upon us. And who knows, maybe this is their way to manipulate us, to destroy our old ways while making fun of us, because to them, we are just a species with amnesia, not even dog food to their kind. But I believe their psychology is a lot more complicated than ours, so we might never understand the motive behind their actions, whatever those actions may be. Which in itself gives them a fearful aura. And that's the only common thread between my channeling sessions and the conspiracy theories out there. They pose as a threat from an average human perspective. So that is it for today. If you have any channeling or meditation experience with these folks, then please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for joining in. Take care. I love you.